Ready, go.
They're only good for about an hour. The batteries are only good for about an hour. So probably reaching that.
Okay.
Best thing to do is
No? Alright. One DA.
Son of a bitch is not often an important part of the time frame.
Although
Magnitude.
sometimes.
Son of a bitch.
Sometimes.
Yes, it is. The camera's still going.
Alright. Now I'm good. Alright. One DA weighs aim magnitude extinctions inevitable after a Korean War. Skeptics software agent stability. B probability tensions high after in Asia after the shelling of the South Korean island. The C time frame Korea is on the brink of the conflict now. China has not shown aggression toward the United States. The moon mining will be a while. And D, we have the ethical responsibility to pass skeptic must put to account the suffering of a specific group of people, not the overwhelming impacts of the app. And E, DA turns the case specific scenario loss of edge is a successful free trade agreement. Key U.S. cooperation. And 2, uniqueness. A, skeptic will pass bombs pushing it, and there's bipartisan support. That's Reuters 5.5. B, the 2C's uniqueness evidence doesn't put into account that Obama will likely side on his party with the TA issue. And C, Obama is pushing now. Reuters 6.7. A spokeswoman for the United States, for the U.S. Trade Representative Office said Obama was committed to passing the trade agreement this year, as well as extending the trade adjustment assistance. The administration has been moving toward the first step in the congressional consideration of the agreements. And on D, Republicans will compromise. Reuters 6.7. We need to separate these issues, deal with them independently, and move ahead with these trade deals. Republicans would be happy to consider that the TEA if it was coupled with legislation to give Obama trade promotion authority to negotiate new trade agreements. The administration is negotiating regional trade agreements with countries in the Asia Pacific region. And 3 on spillover. There will be spillover. Okay. Any support of the unpopular space and spending by Obama on block skeptic, that's a coffin. A, any funding issues would affect the political capital on any other issue. And B, moon funding contentions in Congress upcoming elections. PAL 10. The Obama administration faces uncertainty over whether Congress will provide NASA the full $19 billion. It remains up to the congressional appropriations in November to actually vote the money into 600 guerrilla areas as the U.S. economy and the need for fiscal responsibility across the agencies. NASA's Back to the Moon Constellation program was behind schedule of the budget and unachievable without the $3 billion more a year. The realities are very clear. And 4, crossed by the extension of the uniqueness prefer this to their evidence. There's bipartisan support for the plan. And on their no support for skip to no warrants to why there is no bipartisan prefer our evidence over the analytic. And 6, DA is intrinsic. 1, most real world. Obama makes bad decisions all the time and has a hard time passing other things. And 2, education is good to talk about the political intricacies. It's policy debate. And 7, on the Bush era. Budget woes are worse now than they were with Bush. If anything, the link is bolstered. And 8, crossed by the extension of the link from 3, funding on space is extremely unpopular. Even if space is popular. And 9, on the Warren's win flip flop. Obama is canceling the Constellation project. Any move to go to the moon would make his policy seem schizophrenic. Funding is extremely unpopular. And 10, on their extension of the moon mining is ready. Still going to be a while to go to the moon. We have budget problems now. And on their 11, on impact, skeptics key to alliance trade deals are good for any alliances. For any alliance, that's Wayne Camel 5 from the 1 and C. Failure results in the Korean War. That's Dole 9 and collapse of the U.S. hedge lease of the war. Lease of war. That's Kazakh 95. And B, the Cooper 9 card from the 2AC doesn't have any warrants. Only speculative on how the software alliance prefer the Wayne Kim evidence. And C, freight treat. I'm not gonna read that. And on the 12. On the strong internal links, South Korea's proximity to China checks any challenge that they would present. Alliance solves for that. And 13, politics D is a good 8, education, learn about the political and contentious items in Congress. And B, this is exactly how politics works. Congressmen hold grudges and won't vote on things for whatever reason. C, cross by the intrinsic arguments here. Obama makes bad decisions that affects others. I have like a lot of time left.
You have like 15 seconds.